From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. We are at Tommy Mac's, of course, at my bar, and talking to some great people today, helping others out there in the community, brought to you by our good friends at Carpet Man Floor. And check them out with the LVP, that's luxury vinyl planking. Let's welcome in the panel. Helen Watson is here from Ladies' Choice Center for Women. Hi, Helen.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you. How you doing?
I'm good.
Tell us about what you're doing at the Ladies' Choice Center.
Well, the Ladies' Choice Center is exclusively for women.
Okay.
We do crisis counseling.
Okay.
We something I'm excited about. We just added a component with autism.
Oh, nice.
With mothers that think there's something going on with the baby, their child, they can bring them in and we can test them.
Okay.
Getting into transitional housing.
Okay.
For
cool.
For women, but domestic violence.
Okay.
The transition from domestic violence to transitional housing to get those mothers back on their feet with their children.
That's awesome.
So we do everything from kindergarten to 99. We have all sorts of programs in the community.
Helen, how long you been doing this for, and how long has the center been around?
I opened it in 2003 in North Carolina, in Fort Bragg.
Okay.
So
all right.
In December will be 20 years.
That is
that
fantastic.
We've been doing this. So I've been in that field for a long time.
And this is your vision, your baby,
this is my vision. Mm-hmm.
Your whole thing. That is
Yes.
fantastic.
That's what we also do facilitating in the communities. Right now we have a contract with Family Support Services.
Mm-hmm.
I facilitate at the Emmett Reed Center. It's the Hope Center now at Emmett Reed every Monday night at 6 o'clock. So we're over there facilitating life skills for women.
That is awesome. How many women have you guys helped throughout the years?
Oh my goodness, it's been
What would you
so
say?
many. I'm going to give a good guess about, I'm going to say 600 because it was
That's
in North
awesome.
Carolina and
Wow,
Florida.
cheers to that.
Yeah, so we still have our status in North Carolina and we still have it here. And I was telling him about, we just got our first village in Liberia, Africa. We're going to help build wells.
Very cool.
Water wells, which it's very expensive just for one. It's like over $7,000. But we're going in there to teach those young ladies life skills, so we can do it via Zoom. And I plan on visiting Africa pretty soon here.
Awesome. Wow. Great to have you on the show. Thanks for being here.
you.
David Clark is here, Downtown Ecumenical Services Council, otherwise known as DES. David, how are you, my man?
I'm great. How are you?
Great to have you on the show, brother.
Thanks.
Appreciate you being here. Tell us about DES. What are you guys doing?
So we help families fight poverty. So we do that with groceries, clothing, emergency financial assistance, and case management.
And all Northeast Florida, beyond, what are we talking?
Yeah, so we cover Northeast Florida. People can come to us from really anywhere in Florida, but we are based downtown, in the center of downtown, underneath the First Presbyterian Church.
Okay, yep.
And so it's mostly Duval folks who come to see us to get help.
Great. And how long have you guys been together?
This is our 40th anniversary right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
So it's pretty cool.
How did you get into non-for-profit? Was it a calling? Like, was it something you just felt like, you know what, this is what I need to do?
No, it was not. That was the first job after college. How about that for honesty? But it was, it's a great place to be. The nonprofit sector is it's wonderful. It's great to be able to work with people.
Yep.
Some place like Desk where you get to actually see the folks and work with the folks and see the gratitude. It's really pretty special.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Especially when you can really help them.
Oh yeah.
You know, that must make you feel really good.
Well, you know, it makes me feel good that I can connect the people who want to help with the people who need the help.
Right.
And that's a cool role in the nonprofit world because it's putting together people who would never get a chance to meet, but bringing resources to the table to help people in need.
Tom Reber's here. That's awesome, man. How are you, brother? CrossCountry Mortgage.
Doing great.
Both of you. I mean,
this is fantastic. You guys are both givers, big-time go-givers.
Yep.
And from a mortgage perspective, we try to provide financial analysis and counseling to help people optimize their cash flow and live within their means. And you know, most people are pretty in tune, but every once in a while you run across a group that's not so much, and you want to tell them to pump the brakes and let's break it down. This is what's coming in, this is what's going out, and if you want to be able to put some money away, this is what you have to do. Write the prescription and hold them accountable in a good way. So
no doubt. The homelessness is just growing, not just in Jacksonville, it's everywhere. You know, How would you attack? I'll start with, how would you attack that? Just here in Jacksonville, how would you try to make that better?
Well, the good news is in Jacksonville we have a lot of groups working together, along with the city. So we happen to have, I think, the steps and the pieces and parts in place. And so really that's the first step is collaboration. Work together. Don't do it in a vacuum. Get the teams together. But then it's really trying to find what they call rapid rehousing, which is as soon as somebody gets the eviction or gets the boot out of wherever they live, get them back into a place as fast as possible. The longer that they're out of a shelter, the harder it is to get back into one.
Well, especially you get into the streets and you see, you see homeless people. It's not outrageously or anything like that, but I always feel for them. And you see a lot of them. They look like they're on drugs, like something's going on.
There's certainly some drug issues.
How about you? How would you attack it?
To piggyback off what he said, I think, and this is just me, that we need an overhaul in HUD. Because these people are stuck. You can live on a HUD property forever and nobody pushes you to move out. So if you're staying there for 30 years, there's no room for anybody else to come in and do anything. So rapid housing, like he said, it needs to be overhauled. There needs to be a time limit, especially for our young women, because they can learn life skills, they can learn soft skills, they can move on. And those houses can go, those apartments or units as they call them, go to someplace else. But they stay there for 30 and 40 years. They don't move.
Absolutely.
So,
great idea.
Housing,
we're going to have to get that too up to Donna Deacon. Let's go. Let's go. That's a nice idea. Thank you both for being here. Tom, thanks for being here. Always a pleasure, man. I love meeting people on this show. You never know who's going to walk through the door and take a seat at the bar. And guess what? Everybody's welcome. So it's a great thing. So enjoy it. If you want to check out these profiles, check them out at iwannabuzz.com. This conversation and many others. And until next time, just stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth.